Hello student, welcome to digital classes. This video is for class 9 subject science and the chapter number 2 is matter around us pure. This chapter comes under chemistry. In this chapter I am going to tell you about the matter that is pure or impure. Chapter 2, and this is the first part for chapter 2. Now the very first question arise in our mind is, what is matter? Anything that occupies space and has mass is called matter. Example, water, ice, anything. Now see, matter is divided into two, that is substance and mixture. Further, the substance is divided into two, element, compound. Further, element is divided into metal, non-metal and metalloids, and mixture can be divided into homogeneous and heterogeneous mixture. Now substance, a kind of matter that cannot be separated by any physical process is called a substance. For example, sugar, iron, water, salt, etc. The composition of substance is same throughout, even at molecular and atomic level. The characteristic of substances are: first, it contains only one type of atoms and molecules, perfectly homogeneous. It has definite melting point, boiling point and density. We know that dissolved sodium chloride can be separated from water by the physical process of evaporation. However, sodium chloride is itself a substance and cannot be separated by physical process into its chemical constituents. Similarly, sugar is a substance because it contains only one kind of pure matter and its composition is the same throughout. Soft drink and soil are not single substance. Whatever the source of a substance may be, it will always have the same characteristic properties. Therefore, we can say that a mixture contains more than one substance. Now mixture, a form of matter in which two or more substances are present in any proportion. Mixture may be homogeneous or heterogeneous. Example, kerosene, salt solution and its composition and properties. Heterogeneous, sand plus water, uniform, salt plus iron powder, different composition and different properties. The characteristic of mixtures are: two or more substance in any proportion, shows properties of all constituent, no energy is absorbed or evolved to making it. Now a mixture is a substance which is consist of two or more element or compound. It is not chemically combined together, so it can be separated by physical means. Example, mixture of salt and water. There are two type of mixtures. One is homogeneous mixture and second is heterogeneous mixture. Now heterogeneous mixture are those mixture in which the substance are completely mixed together and the particles are not distributed uniformly. Example, mixture of sugar and water. In homogeneous mixture, sugar particles are not visible because it is very small and cannot be seen by naked eye. We can see the particles with the help of compound microscope. Heterogeneous mixture, those mixture in which the substance remain separated and the particles are uniformly distributed. Example, sand and water. When we add sand into the water and stir it, the particles of the sand are visible with naked eye. It means in heterogeneous mixture, the particle of the substance are visible. Now pure substance. A pure substance is one which is made up of only one kind of particle. Example platinum. Pure substances are of two types. First is element and second is compound. Now element. An element is the simplest form of matter which cannot be split into simpler substances by any chemical or physical method. Element is composed of atoms of the same kind, and 115 elements are there, in which 92 are naturally occurring and 23 are man-made. On the basis of physics and chemistry, properties of element are classified into metals, example gold, silver, copper; non-metal, example hydrogen, oxygen, nitrogen. Now metalloids, silicon and germanium are the example of metalloids. An element is a substance which cannot be split up into two or more simpler substances. It is made up of only one kind of particles. Like iron, you see in this figure, the iron atoms are joined together. I already told you that the element are divided into three parts: metal, non-metal and metalloid. Compound. A compound is made up of two or more elements combined chemically in a definite proportion by mass. All compounds are formed as a result of chemical reaction, hence called chemical compound. For example, water is a compound made up of hydrogen and oxygen combined in the ratio of 2:1 by volume. Please note down, a compound can be broken into two or more elements but not by physical process. Example of compound are water, acids, bases, etc. Now the types of mixture: solution, suspensions, colloids. Now solution. A homogeneous mixture of two or more substances is a solution. The substance that is dissolved to obtain a solution is called solute. A substance in which the solute is dissolved to obtain a solution is called the solvent. In general, the component present in larger amount in the solution is the solvent, and the component that is present in the smaller amount in solution is called solute. A solution is a homogeneous mixture of two or more substances. You come across various type of solution in your daily life. Lemonade, soda water, etc. are all example of solution. Usually we think of a solution as a liquid that contain either a solid, liquid or a gas dissolved in it. But we can also have solid solution, alloy, and gaseous solution, air. In a solution there is a homogeneity at the particular level, a particle level. For example, lemonade tastes the same throughout. This shows that the particle of sugar or salt are evenly distributed in the solution. Now alloy are the mixture of two or more metals or a metal and a non-metal, and cannot be separated into its component by physical method. Still, an alloy is considered as a mixture because it shows the property of its constituents and can have variable composition. For example, brass is a mixture of approximately 30% zinc and 70% copper. In solution, it has two parts: solute substance in lesser quantity and solvent substance in larger quantity. Solution of sugar and water. In this solution, water is a solvent and sugar is a solution. Now the characteristic of the true solution: particle size is less than 1 millimeter. The particle will show Brownian movement. And third is electrophoresis will happen. Now example: a solution of sugar in water is a solid in liquid solution. In this solution, sugar is a solute and water is a solvent. Second, a solution of iodine in alcohol, known as tincture of iodine, has iodine solid as the solute and alcohol liquid as the solvent. Aerated drinks like soda water, etc., are gas in liquid solution. These contain carbon dioxide gas as solution and water liquid as the solvent. Now the fourth example: air is a mixture of gases. In gases, air is a homogeneous mixture of number of gases. Its two main constituents are oxygen, that is 21% present in our atmosphere, and nitrogen is 78% present in our atmosphere. The other gases are present in very small quantity, like carbon dioxide is 0.03%. Now the properties of solution. A solution is a homogeneous mixture. The particles of the solution are smaller than 1 nm, that is 10 with the power minus 9 meter in diameter, so they cannot be seen by naked eyes. Because of very small particle size, they do not scatter a beam of light passing through the solution, so the path of light is not visible in a solution. The solute particles cannot separated from the mixture by the process called filtration. The solute particles do not settle down when left undisturbed, so a solution is stable. We understand that in a solution the relative proportion of the solute and solvent can be varied depending upon the amount of solute present in the solution. It can be called a dilute, concentrated, or saturated solution. Dilute and concentrated are comparative term. Now let us discuss about the different type of solution. Now types of solution. Aqueous solution: when a solution having water as the solvent, it is called aqueous solution. Example: sugar in water. Now the non-aqueous solutions: a solution having substance other than water as solvent, like alcohol, means sugar in alcohol, sugar in vinegar. Alcohol and vinegar are the solvent in second case. Now saturated solution: it is a solution in which no further solute can be dissolved at a given temperature. When sugar is added to the water and stir it till the no more sugar particles can be dissolved, then the state reaches saturated solution. State reaches the saturated solution means no more solute can be added. But if we increase the temperature of the solution, you will see that more solute can dissolve in it. It means when we increase the temperature of the solution, then some more solute can be added. Now, unsaturated solution. It is a solution in which more solute can be dissolved at a given temperature. And if we increase the temperature of the saturated solution, it becomes unsaturated for some time. Now a question arises, what is solubility? The maximum amount of solute which can be dissolved in 100 gram of a solvent at a specific temperature is known as solubility of that solute in that solvent at a given temperature. The solubility of salt in seawater is around 35 or 36 gram per 100 gram of water. Solubility of sugar is 204 gram out of 100 gram of water at 25 degrees Celsius. See, the solubility of ammonium chloride is 39 gram per 100 gram of water at 25 degrees Celsius. The solubility of copper sulfate is 23 gram per 100 gram of water at 25 degrees Celsius. The solubility of a substance is fixed by or per 100 gram of water at 25 degrees Celsius. The concentration of a solution is the amount of solute present in a given amount, mass or volume of a solution, or the amount of solute dissolved in a given mass or volume of the solvent. So the concentration of solution is equal to amount of solute upon amount of solution, or amount of solute upon amount of solvent. There are various ways of expressing the concentration of a solution, but here we will learn only two methods. First, mass by mass percentage of a solution is equal to mass of solute upon mass of solution multiplied by 100. Second, mass of volume percentage of the solution is equal to mass of solute upon volume of solute multiplied by 100. If there is a problem, you will see the page number 17 of your book. I hope everyone would understand what I taught in this video. If there is a problem, you will ask or raise doubt within a class to sort out your problem. See, there is one example 2.1 that is also on the page number 17. A solution contain 40 gram of common salt in 320 gram of water. Calculate the concentration in term of mass by mass percentage of the solution. Mass of a solute salt is 40 gram and the mass of solvent water is 320 gram. Mass of a solution is equal to mass of solute plus mass of solvent, so that is 360 gram. Mass percentage of solution is equal to mass of solute upon mass of solution multiplied by 100. So it will be 40 upon 360 times 100 is equal to 11.1%. You will check in page number 17 also.